Well, if you recall, I had a bit of a mad Monday the other day. Well, this time I've had a bit of a mad Tuesday. So, this is Tuesday's purchase. And this thing is what's called a Powerfab. Let me get all of its magnificence into the picture. It is the, what's the best way of putting this? This is sort of a starter digger. It pulls itself along with a front arm. It is, as you can tell, highly stable by these little legs and the little back thing there, and it can potentially quite easily end up skiing off on its own. This is actually quite a good one. Unlike most of these, I've had a lot of these. Unlike most of these, it's got some really good chrome on the rams. It's got one brand new ram. It's still even got its little post-it note on it, which is pretty good. Little 4-lever. And a small, obviously, nice little seat there. And a little Robin engine on the back. Now, it also comes with its own trailer. And a cover. And 2 buckets. Anyway, they're not the easiest thing in the world to operate, these. But what I will say is, if you don't want to outlay £3 on a digger, minimum, and you don't want something that someone's going to try and steal all the time, and you want something you can move around easily without a trailer, so if you've got like an Astra or something and you want a digger, these are pretty cool. Now, there is one of these, a Micron they call it, which has got 2 levers on it, which is easier to use. But the Powerfab, this one is built the best. Built in Tradiga, actually. Anyway, yeah, not easy to use, but if you can drive one of these, I tell you one thing, you can definitely drive a mini digger. So they're cheap. Well, they're actually getting less cheap these days, but they're cheap, they're easy, they're simple. I mean, these pipes are so small that, you know, they're pennies to replace. Well, not pennies, but 20 quid maybe. Under here, got a little bit of a spool block, no oil cooler, just a tank and a little filter and a tiny pump. You couldn't get much simpler. Oh, and the great thing about these is every one of these rams is identical. So if you have a problem with that ram, put it there. Anyway, okay, let's have a little drive, shall we? And I'll show you its features. I'm not going to manage to dig a hole while I hold my camera. But yeah, they're a pretty snappy piece of equipment really, because as you can tell, and this one is the strongest one of them, because there's a whole load. There's a Gopher, which is a crappy thing with 4 wheels, but that is actually 270 degree slew. This is sort of from there to there, it's not great. The Mantis, which is really quite lightweight, the Mantis is quite cool. They're all 4 levers. The Gopher, the Micron Turbo 20, I think they call it, the Micron, or Fleming Micron. That's a good one, that's quite strong, and that's 2 lever, which is really easy to operate, but not as strong as this one. They do one of these that's got a pair of wheels down there on the stabilizers, which means you can sort of drive along approximately. But you know, it is what it is. You're going to struggle not to be able to fix one of these, and you're going to struggle not to get your money back once you've bought one, unless you sort of burn it out or something. So yeah, pretty useful, pretty cool. I'll see if I can set my camera up on the quad showing you digging. There we are, guys. Cheers for now.